Welcome student. So today we'll discuss the next test, that is aggregate crushing value test. So this is like alternative to aggregate impact test. The procedure is exactly similar, only difference is that instead of applying like impact load, we'll apply the gradually applied compressive load, and then how much particle get crushed. So remaining procedure is as like what we have discussed in last experiment. So even the mostly like equipment what we need, they are also same. So first what we'll need is the 12.5 mm sieve. So the sample should pass from this 12.5 mm sieve, and the sample which pass from 12.5 mm sieve, and it should retain on the 10 mm sieve. So like this is IS standard 10 mm sieve. So what we'll consider is a sample which is passing from this 12.5 mm sieve, 12.5 mm sieve, and the sample which retain on the 10 mm sieve. So this is that sample. Again we have to keep it in oven for 24 hours, and then we have to test, but it is already like dry, so we'll take it, and then we'll apply this sample. We have to apply a compressive load, but this time the mold size will be like bigger, and then we'll apply it under compression testing machine. So I'll just show you that compression testing machine, but after that we have to measure the crushed particle, the particle which are less than 12.36 mm. The particle size after like applying the crushing load, whatever the size of particle which is less than 3.6 mm, that will measure, and the weight of the particle which pass from this sieve and the sample, that ratio is the aggregate crushing value. So again we'll need weighing balance. So next is like weighing balance. This is like a measuring cylinder. So we'll like fill the material in this measuring cylinder. So again you can like tear the reading. So at present reading is like 3.101 kg, right? So this is like empty. We'll fill it with the sample, and then again we'll measure, and from the difference of this weight minus that will give the weight of aggregate, right? In addition to this, what we need is, so we need in addition to that, this is called plunger, then tamping rod, and then cup, right? So as I told you, the procedure is almost same. Only difference is that last time we applied impact load, but this time we'll put the compressive load with the magnitude of the load should be as such 40 ton, which is equal to like 400 kilonewton, approximately 400 kilonewton, and that load we have to apply for 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes we have to find out the particle size which is like less than 2.36 mm, right? So again we'll fill this cylinder with the 3 layer. Typically we'll tamp it for 25 times, and then we'll put this inside the compression testing machine. So here also approximately we'll fill by we'll fill I mean, no doubt you can take directly, but we'll tamp it for 25 times, and then we'll measure the actual weight of this aggregate. So this will be the original weight of the aggregate, or say sample, right? So tamping is like necessary, so that like extra particle can remove and there won't be any loose gap in between. So we'll just level it, and then we'll measure the weight of So now this is like a sample, right? So we'll measure, we want weight of this sample now, so we'll keep it on weighing balance. So after tearing, now this is actual weight of the sample without this cylinder, right? So we have already deducted by tearing the weight of the cylinder. So now original W1 is equal to 2.857 kg. You remember, so weight of original sample is 2.8578 kg, right? Now we'll fill it in the cylinder and then we'll apply the compressive load. So while filling the cylinder, again we have to fill the cylinder by say 3 to 5 layers with 25 tamping with the using tamping rod. Now after tearing, it is like minus 3.102, which is like weight of the cylinder, empty cylinder. So again we'll fill this cylinder using the sample. We'll fill it in like 5 layers, and each layer will tamp for 25 times.
Done कर दीजिएगा.
उसको मतलब कि लेने में तकलीफ होगा.
नहीं लेवल कर देगा खाली.
So you have to like level it properly, right? Okay, we'll put this assembly now into compression testing. Okay, so we'll keep the sample again under UTM. We'll apply the compressive load. So again, I don't need to tell you more about this UTM. So the sample we have kept in the middle and the lower jaw, and we'll apply the compressive load. So again here please remember, the total load we are applying is 40 ton load we have to apply. 40 ton is approximately equal to 400 kilonewton. So we'll start the load and we'll see then once you apply the load, we'll again measure the particle size which are passing from 2.36 mmcu. We'll just start the load then. So this is like initial setup. Now here like you can see the load, like it is showing 0 0, right? The load has increased. This time we are doing it manually. So like here you can read load is in kilonewton and this is in kg. So we can, so like here you can see that load is in kilonewton and kg. So we have to use this load like a 40 kilonewton. As such it is 3.398 kilonewton, which will be equal to 40 tons. See, the total load is like almost like 9 kilonewton. Bottom is as such displacement, but we won't be interested in the displacement. We are only interested in the load. We have, as such, generally we perform this test on the compression testing machine, but this is like compression testing machine. So like we typically use it for like all the compressive loads that we want to apply. The difference between this one and UTM is that here this is like a load control. Here we won't control the displacement, so you just set the like load or the rate of load, and with that load it will apply the compressive load, right? And it is only used for applying the compressive force. Definitely it has like a huge capacity compared to UTM. So like even you can see that these are the block were tested in this machine only. So now coming to the operating system, so this is like some simple cluster you have to operate it. So like first it is just stop button, but once you start, what you can do, you can set the rate, right? So we have already set the rate here 0.7 because we want to apply total like around 400 kilonewton load in 10 minutes. So if you like 400 divided by 10 by 60 if you do, then like it will be 0.7 set, and then just you need to press enter, right? So that's all. This is like a setup that we need to do, and you can read here how much load it has reached once we start. So again this is the switch. So this is the switch. Actually once you start, we have to press this to start the actual hydraulic load, right? So it is almost like similar system we have like KTM, but only as I told you that this is like mostly used for the compressive force, right? Now you can see load has reached to 252 kilonewton. Still like load is going on. So we'll reach up to say 400 kilonewton, right? Still like load is going on. Okay, so load is like 363 kilonewton. Like here you cannot see more difference, just like this plunger has tilted little bit, but otherwise there is no any like other sign, right? So now load has reached to almost like target load. So as such we have to apply like 398. Okay, we reached like 400 kilonewton. So this is like release valve. By this release valve actually we release the pressure. So like you can see that load is like disappearing. Now using this initial setting key, we'll just remove this. So now we have removed it. Now we'll measure the sample which is like a particle which are having a size less than 2.36 mm. We'll sieve it and then we'll measure it. Now you can see this is like sample which has crushed. Like initially it was somewhere here before we applied the load. Now it reached to this one. It is perfectly flat. So we'll take it out. You can see it become very
એટલે તમે ખોવાઈ જો વાગે ના જવા હોય થી
दवाई नहीं ये चला जाएगा। विंडो जितना तोड़ा है उतना भी तोड़ जाएगा फिर
नहीं निकलेगा वो।
ये है उसको
like we are saving it from 2.36 mm sieve. Again like we'll be interested more into the sample which is in the tray, so we want that volume of the material, crushed material.
हो जाएगा।
चल बस हाथ में
Now this is the sample, like crush sample, which is passing from 3.2 mm sieve, right? So you can see this sample, right? Now we will measure the weight of this sample, right? So we'll put it on weighing balance. Now we tear the weight, so there won't be any weight of this tray. Whatever the weight will put, that will be the weight of the crush sample. Now the weight is 0.482 kg, right, or 0.483 kg. This much is the weight of the crush sample, which is passing from the 2.36 mm sieve. Again, this like weight is 0.483 kg. So the ratio of this, my initial weight is or original weight of the sample is your aggregate crushing value, right? We generally express it in terms of percentage, so you can multiply it with the 100. So that's the end of the test, right? Thank you.